So this movie finally did cross $1 billion. It's the first and only film so far.
Oh, no.
Off.
It's a piece of shit.
Ohana.
All right, I'll be the bad guy here. I liked the film. I thought
going to hell, Gooch.
I thought I liked it.
Gooch, you are going to hell.
Fuck you, Gooch.
That was a given.
Funny, Gooch.
Scarlett Johansson's ugly. Lilo and Stitch was good.
Good. What the fuck?
It was a good film. It's not great, but it was a good film. I thought it was a good film.
Did you like the way that they looked at the original and then they looked at every one of the most impactful and important scenes in the original and then they said, let's cut that
right here
and replace it with a storyline where she abandons her sister so she can go to college.
Wait.
You like that?
They fundamentally
you like that?
Nani's
You like that
character to make
empowerment
her
shit?
Robot. It's terrible.
Wait, fucking girl boss shit.
She
Just one scene, Gooch. The scene where
What's
Lilo comes up and shows him the Elvis, like Lilo playing the Elvis jukebox scene. And Nani's reaction to that is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Her facial expression, just the fact that she's being woken up by her sister and she's still being, she doesn't snap at her and anything. All the things she's dealing with in that moment, it's a fantastic scene. In the remake, they literally have her ignore Lilo and her little sister because she's too busy with her fucking phone and her text messages. Why would they change that if they understand her character?
They also have trust the government, hand your kids over to the state.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm intrigued. Yeah, well, why do you like it? Defend yourself.
Okay, first of all, I worked with at-risk youth, so I've seen a lot of this actually happen. So there's that. It's not as simple as we say it is, but I like the relationship between the older sister. She's trying to do her best, trying to keep the family together, and the little sister, she tells her to go to college at the end. She's pushing her, and she stays with the neighbor. So it's not
like that's the writer injecting themselves into it for the.
But it's the payoff later. It's she goes to school and then she can take care of her later.
Lilo says,
and she comes and sleeps in her bed at night.
Do you know what marine biologists do? Dude? They're out on the ocean for like fucking months. And
Lilo says, you're so smart, Nanny. You should go to the school thing and be a marine or whatever. It's one of the many lines where they inject and just tell us directly how smart she is. And she says, but what about Ohana? And then the old lady that they invented says, Ohana. You can't. Yeah. Ohana means you also can't forget about yourself. It's absolutely selfish and obnoxious. And they changed so many little aspects of Nanny's character.
I liked it.
It is totally allowed to like it, but if you can't acknowledge that Nani's character was butchered, I know
it deviates from the original a bit.
It's the opposite of the original. It's the opposite message. Is fuck family.
Yeah,
it deviates slightly.
I think it destroyed.
Running with what you were saying, obviously it's a story sort of supposedly about. I was going to say about sort of families sticking together, but it's not in this version. But the point is the original movie does all of that, right? So the original movie, it's not just about families sticking together through difficult times. It's also about the expansion, the enlargement of the family to include a number of unrelated people who nonetheless are united by their care for and love for each other, and in particular for the young girl. So you got the original menacing social worker who turns out to have a heart of gold, and he's secretly the CIA operative who negotiated with aliens at Roswell. He works for them in the end to try and persuade them to let Stitch stay. There's all of that. There's Jumbo, the seemingly evil doctor guy, but he sees humanity in Stitch and Stitch's relationships with Lilo. All of this is gone from this movie. And at the end of it, they do stick together and they grow their family. So the thing you say you like about this movie is definitively in the original. In this movie, not to relitigate the point, but that you've got rid of Jumbo. He's not really a character in it. He remains a villain all the way through. Mm-hmm. The CIA guy, the social worker, is not seen to be menacing and threatening and then turning good at the end. They actually bribe fucking Nani to get rid of her sister. It's if you give the child to the state, we'll pay for the insurance costs. And then the old woman who's been manipulating things from behind the scenes says, yes, I will have the child, thank you. And then the fucking daughter goes off to university to be a marine biologist when she lives in Hawaii. So everything that's good about I understand the temptation to like it because there's a bit of a family message in there somewhere, but it gets rid of everything that made that message work in the original, surely.
And two more words to add to that. Ugly duckling. If you remove that scene,
Yeah,
then you just don't understand the movie. I don't
the fact
understand
that they
how anyone
removed
can
that
defend.
scene.
Yeah,
that's so fucking crazy.
It's remarkable. It
Well,
means you
also-
don't understand the character and what
They removed David, who's sort of the father figure to Lilo.
they
And
nerfed
not
him
just
into
that,
the ground, bro.
They nerf him, but also he blames Stitch for tearing the family apart, and Stitch feels bad. That's another introspective moment we're robbed from.
Fucking, you're
We
so
get
right.
robbed
I
off.
forgot to add that to a video actually, saying they were fine before you, and it's such an impactful
He
moment.
feels bad.
And then in the movie, he's just, oh, I thought they were fine. It's just
Oh. He's such an idiot.
I'm sorry, Gooch. I feel very strongly against
No,
the movie. That's why.
no, it's fine. I'll take the pan to the face. I liked the film. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought they could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, but that's like saying, oh, the famine could have been worse. It could have taken my whole family. Just took half of them.
Would
I-
you accept that?
I
Like,
think a lot of
like,
these feelings will hold
accepting
if
that
we
you
rewatch
like it, and accepting that there's like obviously like the social work stuff that comes into it, and obviously it like colors your opinion of the movie. But would you agree that it is a significantly hollower movie than the original?
Oh yeah, the original is like one of the top Disney animated films out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I liked this. I thought I honestly was going to go into this and hate it. I was like getting ready to go, oh, this is DEI, this is woke, this is blah 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 blah. But I actually enjoyed the film. Now, is it perfect? No, but I there was a lot of good moments in this film. I can't remember a lot of them because I saw it so long ago. But I mean,
specifically though, would you agree that it's more hollow? Like that's the key point there.
well, yeah, it is, but it's still. I thought it was an enjoyable film. Like I walked out of there like, oh, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. Like I actually enjoyed that. I had a good time watching that. So
I think the film was full of white messaging because like Nanny keeps going to that resort and it says no locals, only paying hotels. It doesn't pay off. I think that was a cut scene. I think they were going to comment on how Americans keep going to Hawaii, but then Disney might get rid of that shit because woke's over. We're not doing it anymore.
I wonder what the Snyder Bros had to say about this, because this is about an alien refugee being raised by an American family. Are you going to compare that to Superman?
Well, the refugee thing works. Kal-El, immigrate to Earth and rape and kill.
The harem. That could have been a podcast on its own. Just the fact that let's rape all the hoes on Earth, Kal-El. That's the plan.
Yeah, and then he pulls like a full Step Brothers. I'm not a raper.
It's just.
It is funny the different opinions because I didn't really pay attention to the original when it came out. It sort of just passed me by. So I went in expecting to think, oh, it's another Disney remake. It'll be like Snow White, kind of funny and shallow in a way that I don't find very objectionable. But as I was watching that, this rapidly ascended my list of least favorite things Disney has ever done to the point where it's now like it might be my least favorite of their live action adaptations, just because of
this.
Like
Mulan is
what it
still
used to
number
be
one.
and what it is now. Well, I still haven't seen Mulan though, which is annoying
think you
because I hear
need
it's funny.
for your own
Yeah,
headcanon. Platoon, I
do
think
it.
just especially compared to this, I think it's worth even the EFAP where they cover both of them in the time is very, very refreshing because the first Mulan is like a perfect film. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, one of my favorite childhood movies, period. I think every little kid should see it, boy or girl. The remake destroys what makes Mulan special in the opening scene. At least this movie takes some time. Mulan is one of the few movies where I was actually angry and like heated within like seconds. I couldn't fucking believe it.
It has that thing where the women are all powerful because it's she, but it has to explain why they're so shit. Like all the women have magic, yet they can't win.
They invent a magic system. They invent a witch. They invent like a fucking warlock, and they all suck, and none of it makes any sense. No, Mushu gets turned into some phoenix who's just flopping around, doesn't even have a character.
Oh, I forgot about that.
No Mushu, so there's no one for her to play off, and she doesn't have any. The commander character is the way David is nerfed in this movie is nothing compared to what they do the commander Li Jiang
they split them
whatever his name
into
is.
two people. One is Donnie Yen, who, even though they're in an army with swords, he keeps punching people. Like, everyone's fighting with swords, and you see Donnie Yen just fist fighting in the middle of an army.
So stupid.
And then, like, the other guy is who actually serves as romance is just a simp. That's all he is.
Yeah.
Because was it Zhao?
Commander Li Zhao, I think, and he has the scene where he's going up with the buckets, and Mulan is failing at it and seeing everyone go up. In the remake, she's just powerful, she's stronger than all the guys for no fucking reason, and just walks up. They do the opposite scene instead of learning from the training montage. Mulan is Lilo and Stitch on crack. It's the completely.
Well, it's
Get out of here.
man.
Get out.
The whole
Sorry,
thing is-
oh yeah, Gooch is still here.
It's
Sorry.
not that bad. Come on, it's not that
Sorry,
bad.
Gooch. Just mute.
it is.
No,